Who are you?
Chick, Chick, Chick.
Who are you?
Lead singer of Chick, Chick, Chick.
Who are you?
I'm from the Czech Republic.
You are David
Cross. Man. Thank you. I first heard of you back, I think in like 92 or 93 when I moved to Los Angeles from Boston. Were you doing stuff back then?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a tape of you that I probably still have, VHS tape, shows you how old it is, that a friend of mine who was a writer who I met on the Ben Stiller show, which is why I moved out to Los Angeles from Boston, gave me.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time of remembering that and speaking to me here today, David
Crossman?
David Crossman. Back to the celebrity poker, though. What is a celebrity?
Let's go back to the celebrity poker and find out what is a celebrity. A celebrity is somebody who's celebrated for their fabulousness. Sometimes they're appealing, they're attractive. Sometimes they exude the persona that they would have sex with you when they wouldn't, but still they exude it, and they offer themselves to the public. Then sometimes a celebrity is just somebody who delights us and tickles our fancy.
And you won celebrity poker, didn't you?
Yes and no. Not really. Ultimately, no. I've done it twice, 2 years. Okay. I've done it now. Check. Mic check. I've done it twice, and I would win my initial game and then move to the finals where I would then fail.
But then there's also Hee Haw. And I will say your connection to Hee Haw is from one of your managers of past, Burlston.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very good. Man, you do some thorough, in-depth, unnecessary research.
David Cross, do you travel on airplanes very much?
Constantly.
How do you sleep when you're on an airplane?
Usually kind of like this, or depending on which section I'm in, like this.
Do you use any sleeping aids at all? Like anything to cover your face? I understood that one time you used an S&M mask to fall asleep with.
Yeah. Well, I use several sleep aids. I just all the same. I have AIDS, so it helps you weaken. Your T cell count is down to 0, so it makes you very weak. So just stowing your thing above your backpack and just going through that line is exhausting, which is one of the good things about AIDS. And then you're able to fall asleep very quickly.
How about the S&M mask? Didn't you get in trouble for wearing an S&M mask on an airplane?
I didn't get in trouble, but how did you know that? This was just recently. This was like a month ago, or I was in San Francisco. I'll explain it to those at home. I was in Seattle, doing a show with some friends, and we passed by an adult bookstore, and they had a bunch of different stuff, and I was like, oh, they have S&M masks. So I got not S&M masks, but it was like, the what's it called, the GIMP in Pulp Fiction, has that leather thing, and it was just the whole mask with just a zipper here, and it was completely black. And I thought, and I said, oh, I'll get this, and then I'm going to put it on while I'm on the plane, and if anybody gives me any shit, I'll just say, what? I thought it was a sleep mask. And then, so I did that, and but everybody started cracking up because I did it when nobody could see it, and then just let them see it, and then by then the joke was over. So I didn't get in trouble. I'd hoped to kind of get a talking to, but it didn't happen. But how'd you find that out?
It wasn't on your DVD.
You're right, it wasn't on my DVD.
It wasn't on your DVD, but another sleeping incident was on your DVD, David Cross.
Nardwuar, are you going to answer my question? How'd you find out about that? I'm just curious, just because it was so innocuous and barely anybody knew about it. I mean, obviously my friends on the plane, but outside of that, I maybe told a handful of people.
David Cross, there is an international fan network following you everywhere, taping your every move. And when I think...
You're saying that there was somebody on the plane that saw it and then wrote about it?
Well, once you star in, like, Arrested Development, once you've done Mr. Show, once you've, like, seen Pansy Division play, you're a marked man.
All right, okay, I'll give you that.
David Cross, you're here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, doing some...
That is an absolute lie.
Well, we know you're in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, because... Well, how do we not know that you're in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada?
Check it out. I didn't bring this from the States. That'd be stupid.
David Cross, you have thrown out many allusions to punk rock and rock and roll over your career.
I'm not so sure about that.
On Mr. Show, you had a character called Dr. Shattuck. And what's not a reference to Kim Shattuck of the band The Muffs?
Very good. Yeah, that was. In fact, everybody in that sketch, there was Laura Balance, Dr. Balance, who's Laura Balance, the bassist from Superchunk, and there was Kim Shattuck from the Muffs, and there was one more. There was another one. I can't remember who it was. It was there's another female musician type.
And you also had another skit called Smoosh, I think, all about Radiohead.
No, it wasn't Radiohead. That was Oasis. Sorry.
But it was something about Oasis doing...
In your face!
David Cross, you're from Atlanta, Georgia. There's a wrestler based in Atlanta, Georgia now, Abdullah the Butcher. Do you know Abdullah the Butcher at all?
Yeah, he's got a barbecue place right by the airport. I'm not kidding. You're laughing. That is a real thing. You think I'm joking? Yeah, you better not. He actually does have a barbecue place. Maybe
all beef barbecue place, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of... Well, there's probably mostly pork, not beef. Some chicken. But in the South, it tends to be mostly pork. Unless you're in Kentucky, in which it's mutton or lamb. And then in Texas, that's where the beef is.
And Jake the Snake Roberts, another wrestler, he's from Atlanta too, isn't he?
Could be.
He's from Stone Mountain, Georgia. What's the deal on Stone Mountain, Georgia?
Have you been there?
It's like the Confederate Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's this huge, I believe the largest on the planet, the largest rock. It's the outcropping of a rock that's supposedly just massive and like tip of the iceberg, but it's this huge thing, probably the size of like 2 Stanley Parks or something, but it's massive, even bigger than that. It's just huge granite thing that's that some fucking asshole went and carved a thing of Robert E. Lee and some Confederate soldiers, and then a lot of the Klan was based there till up till about 20 years ago. There was heavy Klan, obviously much more in the 50s and prior to that, but now it's like a whole suburban town, and they have a laser light show that makes it look like they're galloping, and somebody carved it in there. It's kind of cool, but it's also silly, It's very...
I heard like those laser Zeppelin. You could go back at night and watch Zeppelin.
Yeah, you can. It's true. And then it looks like they animate the horses as they ride to nothing, because nothing ever appears unless they start carving a battle scene. It's just the horses sort of moving to, I guess, defeat. Yeah.
And lastly, David Cross, is it true you once got poison ivy on your cock?
Wow. How did... All right, when the camera's off, I'll find out this stuff. Yeah, well, not so much my cock, but all over my back and my feet. I laid down in it. It was a hot Georgia night, and my friend was scooping on this girl, and I had to walk around, This is like back in high school, and kill some time because I didn't want to interrupt him, so I was just, wandering around, and then I was... had just had shorts on, my shirt was off, and then I laid down and kind of fell asleep in some poison ivy. It was all over me.
Well, thanks so much, David Cross. Keep on rocking in the free world, and doot doodle-loot doo.